Hari Om. Welcome to yet another session of Ola Sanskrit Sahitya-rasa Swada series. We stopped at Malavikagnimitram, third act, verse number 15 or 16. Now tomorrow is Guru Purnima, 3rd of July. So I would like to start with a Guru Vandana. Guru Purnima is also known as Vyasa Purnima. He is the Adi Guru. And therefore let me start today's session with Vyasa Vandana. वाग्विस्तरायस्य बृहत्तरंगा वेलातटं वस्तुनि तत्त्वबोधः रत्नानि तर्कप्रसरप्रकाराः पुनातु असौ व्यासपयोनिधिर्नः. This is from Sankshepa Shariraka, and it is praised, Vyasa is praised as if he is a payonidhi, he is a great ocean. Vyasa payonidhi naha punatu. Let this ocean in the form of Vyasa purify all of us. How is this? What are the waves in this payonidhi? Vagvistarayasya brihattaranga. His vani, his vachana, they themselves are the waves. Velatatam vastuni tattvabodhaha. And the Velatata, the banks of the ocean, you reach the bank, that means you are safe, right? In the midst of the sea, you are always in the doldrums. You are dicey, you are shaky. Once you reach, that is safe. So what is that? When you become safe, it is tattva bodhaha. That is as if the Velatata. Ratnani, in the oceans, you find ratnas. That's why the ocean is called Ratnakara. So Ratnani tarka prasara prakaraha. There are various types of tarkas, various types of logical deliberations and reasonings, prayogas, logical prayogas given by Vyasa. And such is this payonidhi naha punatu. So all our salutations unto the lotus feet of Veda Vyasa, who analyzed after compiling the 4 Vedas, through his Shishyas Sumantu, Paila, Vaishampayan and Jaimini, and who wrote all the Mahapuranas. Bhagavatam especially is very famous. Okay, so let us all seek his blessings. This is the day to offer our Guru Dakshina also unto our Gurus. With this, let us start. Last time we stopped at verse number 15 or 16. One thing I forgot in the verse number 15, that is anatura utkanthitayoho samagamaha, and better than that is sharira nasha. That's what Agnimitra was saying. Here I forgot to mention about one, what you can say, a Kavya Shastriya thing, that if this is the Shrungara, the Samagama, even if the union takes place between one Anatura, passive, cold shoulder, and the other is Utkantita, then that is not called Shrungara. That is called Shrungarasya Abhasaha. That is Shrungara Abhasa. So on Rasa Abhasa, right from the Bharata Muni, we have discussions what is Rasa and what is Rasa Abhasa. So the Shrungara Rasa can emerge only if and only when both are in agreement of that. Otherwise, that is abhasa. Tadabhasaha anauchitya pravartitaha. And all the abhasas is the semblance of rasa, not rasa. Okay? So, tadabhasaha, that is rasabhasaha, they emerge out of anauchitya. So, that is very inappropriate, improper to have a union of one Utkantita and the other not at all Utkantita. So that is Shrungara Bhasa. Okay, just make a note of that. Then verse number 16 we saw it is a parivritti, it's a poetic exchange, The Ashoka has given Malavika the reddish colored Pallava Gutchaka, and in return Malavika had gently kicked the tree with her red lac, alaktaka ranjita charana. So there is a redness, sadrusha, and therefore ubhayoho sadrusha vinimayat Atmanam vanchitam manye. So King Agnimitra feels, oh, he is like cheated. He is deceived. He is not getting anything. And this Ashoka, you see, he got a gentle kick. So it is like, in Shakuntala we have Vayam Tattvan Veshan Hataha Madhukara Tvam Khalu Kruti. So that's a finer version of this. Apinama avayoho sambhavana safala bhavet. Our expectations, will they get fulfilled? Dharini had promised, if the Ashoka blossoms in 5 nights, she will fulfill her heart's desire. So will it be fulfilled? So this is sambhavana, here is expectation. And Mahati Khalu Asyaha Sambhavana, when Niravati comments, it is, oh, what a privilege, what an honor she is getting, like that. Okay. Sakhi nasti te doshaha nirgunoyam ashokaha yadi kusumodbheda mantharo bhaved. Yaha idrisham charana satkaram labhate. After getting such an honor, such a privilege to be gently touched by such a beautiful girl with her delicate, tender food, if this Ashoka doesn't blossom, fie upon him, if his manthara slow in blossoming, then we should say that, he is really nirguna. He doesn't care for the good qualities of good people. Okay. Raja says, Anena tanu madhyaya mukhara nupura ravina navamburuha komalena charanena sambhavita. Anena tanu madhyaya mukhara nupura ravina navamburuha komalena charanena sambhavita. Ashoka yadi sadya eva kusumairna sampatsyase vritha vahasi dohadam lalita kami sadharanam. Oh Ashoka, vritha vahasi, you just carry this abhimana that you expect the gentle kick of beautiful woman, that is only in vain, if at all you don't blossom after being kicked like this. And that too, anena tanu madhyaya mukhara nupura ravina navamburuha komalena charanena sambhavita. You are honored, sambhavita. Here sambhavita is honored. Okay, you are honored by this foot, charanena. How is this foot? Anena charanena. There are adjectives to that. Navamburuha komalena. Nava, freshly blossomed, new. Amburuha, kamala. Ambuni. Okay, ambuni rohati iti. Ambuni jayate iti. Ambujam. Amburuha. How it is? Komala. Very delicate. Very tender. So, Nava Amburuha Komalena Charanena. Though Kalidasa has mentioned here Komala, that reddish tinge or the pinkish tinge of the lotus petals is also to be construed by us for it is applicable to her charana. Okay. So, Navamburuha Komalena Charanena. Another adjective is Mukhara Nupura Ravina. It is making sound. Why? The Nupura, the anklets which are tied around it, are Mukhara, the bells in that, they are tinkling. So, it sounds sweet, with the tinkling of the bells in the anklet, and that too by this Tanu Madhyaya, one who has a slender vest, whose Madhya, whose kati is Mushtimita only, okay? Only Mushtimita, could be measured only by a palm. So, such a slender vested girl, and she has kicked with her the beautiful lotus-like delicate and pinkish foot of her, and the anklet in her foot is making sound of tinkling of the bells. Ashoka, after being honored in this manner, O Ashoka, yadi, if sadya eva kusumaihi na sampatsyase, if you do not get accomplished by the flowers, if you don't blossom with flowers, put forth your flowers, sadya eva, immediately, Vritha vahasi dohadam lalitakami sadharanam. And this dohada which you are nurturing in your heart, it is commonly nurtured by kami, lovers like us, lalita kami. So the lovers who are very, what you can say, gallant, passionate lovers like us, they also have this desire to be gently kicked by their beloveds on their heads, ardra paradham, when they have committed some mistake, right? So lalita kami sadharanam amum dohadam vritha vahasi. You carry that dohada in vain. What is the use of that dohada? You are getting what you want, and if you don't give in return, what is the use of that dohada? Sakhe vachanavasara purvam praveshtumichhami. And now the king says that he wants to, make an entry there. Vachana avasara purvam. Vachana, to speak something. He wants to have an occasion when he can go, he can present himself and speak to her. Vachana avasara purvam praveshtum ichhami. If I am given an opportunity to speak by you, he has to plot. Vidusha, his external affairs minister, he has to think of some device and think of a nice occasion to make him an entry. Ehi enam parihasayishyami. Okay, come along with me. I will just make mockery at her. I will just crack some joke, okay? Ubhau pravesham kurutah. So long they have been watching behind the bushes. Now for the first time they make an entry. Nipunika follows, Nipunika and Iravati are hidden behind some other tree there. Nipunika sees Bharta entering. Bhattini Bharta atra pravishati. Etat prathamam mama chintitam hridayena. Mama hridayena etat prathamam chintitam. I had doubt, I had this apprehension that he should be there somewhere around when Malavika is here. Vidushaka upasritya, he talks to Malavika. Bhavati yuktam nama atra bhavataha priyavayasyaha ayam ashokaha vamapadena tadaitum. Is it proper on your part to kick the Ashoka tree, which is so dear to my friend here, Priyavayasyaha? Priyavayasyaha atra bhavataha. He is the dear friend of Atra Bhavan, that is the king, the honorable king. And is it proper now on your part to kick it? Some editions have their na, bhavati na yuktam nama atra bhavataha. Na yuktam, it is not proper. But I feel na yuktam, that nakara here, that is a pathabheda, suggested pathabheda, we should not accept it. Because then it becomes, what you can say, a circular. You should not do this. This is not proper to kick the dear friend of the honorable king like this. That is so prosaic. We have seen how even the prose in Kalidasa's dramas is so poetic, right? So, yuktam, is it proper? So, that's a question. An interrogation or question, a rhetoric question adds more charm than a flat refusal or denial or a tabooed thing, pointing out the rules and regulations. Is it proper on your part to do that? Ubhe sa sambramam, aho bharta, oh, they are startled to see, they never expected king to be there in the least. They never had any expectation. Even Bakulavalika might not have expected king to be present there. Bakulavalike grihitarthaya tvaya atra bhavati idrusham avinayam kurvati kasman manivarita. Bakulavalika, at least you should understand. Malavika is newly admitted person in the harem or in the fold of the servants, the maid servants of the queen. She doesn't know the etiquettes and all, she doesn't know what is dear to whom and all that. So she may make some mistake, okay, but you should know. You are here serving the queen for so long. Bakulavalike grihitarthaya toya you have understood everything, you are, acquainted with all the royal etiquettes and all. Atra bhavati idrusham avinayam kurvati kasmanna nivarita. Why didn't you, prohibit her from doing this avinaya, this sort of sahasa or dussahasa, that this is the dear tree to King Agnimitra, and how dare a maid servant kick it? Malavika bhayam rupayati. See, Vidushaka is presenting it in such a manner that she takes it to be a real thing, and bhayam rupayati, she is new to the entire fold. She is not accustomed to even Vidushaka's jocular things, She hasn't encountered many times. She hasn't interacted with him many times. Not even once. This is the first time. And therefore, bhayam rupayati. She is really afraid. Bhayam rupayati. She acts as if, oh, what will happen now? Will I get punishment? What will happen? This, that. She is, very, very fearful. Bhattini Pashya Kim Pravruttamarya Gautamena. Nipunika is there to add fuel to the fire of Iravati jealousy. Right? Pravruttam Kim Arya, this Vidushakena, what has he started? Just see. Katham Khalu Brahma Bandhu Anyatha Jivishyati. How otherwise he will survive? His job is like this only. Vidushaka will do all such pranks. He will play all such pranks. Otherwise, how will he survive? Katham khalu brahma bandhu anyatha jivishyati. Bakulavalika, Arya, Bakulavalika comes forward and says, oh, she did not do it, in a play or just in a jestful manner. Esha devya niyogamanutishthati. She is just following what? The commission. She is on an errand or mission, and she is just following or obeying the commands of Queen Dharini. Etasmin atikrame paravati iyam. If she has kicked and hurt your feelings because this tree is very dear to you, she is dependent upon Queen Dharini. She didn't do it of her own accord. Prasidatu Bharata, please forgive her and let your honor get pleased. Iti atmana saha enam pranipatayati. She falls at his feet, and she makes Malavika also bow down, not exactly falling at the feet, but bow low as a mark of respect to the king, salute to the king. Then Raja says, okay, yadi evam anaparadhasi. Then you haven't committed any crime. You are not a criminal then. Okay? Yadi evam anaparadhasi. You haven't done any aparadha. Uttishta bhadre. And she has literally fallen on her feet perhaps. Hastena grihitva utthapayati. So here is an opportunity for the king to make her rise again to her feet, who has bowed down to his feet. Yujjate. Devi atra manayitavya. And Vidushaka says, yes, then it is proper. If it's Queen Dharini's this thing, a niyoga, then the Devi has to be respected. Okay? Devi atra manayitavya. Raja vihasya. Kisalaya mrudoho vilasini kathine nihitasya padapaskandhe charanasya nate badha samprati vamasya vamoru. Arya Chanda and Kavilinga Alankara. See, the king is being very, very courteous. He has deep love for her and he really cares for her. So the trunk of the tree, howsoever gentle and delicate flowers it may put forth, the trunk of a tree has to be very hard and harsh for touch, and her feet so delicate, so tender, petal-like, flower-like. So after kicking that tree, is there any badha in your left foot? O Vamoru, O beautiful girl, O beautiful lady. Vamoru, Rambhoru, Kadali, Daloru. These are the adjectives, Uru basically is a thigh. So Vama, Vamaha uruhu asyaha iti. One whose thigh is very beautiful. One whose thighs are beautiful as the stem of a banana, plantain. So Rambhoru. So these are the literal translations, but they are more or less used to as a vocation for a beautiful girl or a beautiful woman. He Vamoru te Vamasya Charanasya Nate Samprati Badha. I hope your feet is not injured. You did not get injured your left foot. Why? Padapaskandhe. How is that Padapaskandha? The trunk of the tree. How is it? Kathine. It is very hard. Nihitasya. Your foot was placed on that for gentle kicking. So Kisalaya Mrudoho. He Vilasini. He Vamoru. Kisalaya Mrudoho. Charanasyate. Nate Sampratibadha. Your charana as soft, as delicate, as tender as the new foliage. Again that sadrushatva, reddish color and softness for the touch. Okay. So Kisalaya Mrudoho te charanasya. It is nihitasya, where kathine padapaskandhe. So tadrishasya charanasya he vamoru and vamasya charanasya. Vamasya, the left foot. Nate sampratibadha. I hope you haven't got injured after kicking that hard trunk of a tree. So Kisalaya mrudoho charanasya. This is an upama here, okay? And this is Kavyalinga in the sense that the Kathina Padapaskandha, okay, if that is the substratum, then there has to be the harshness transferred to the foot of Malavika. So as is the Karana, so must be the Karya. So the Karana is the kicking on the hard surface of the tree trunk. Then that hardness, that harshness, that karatva needs to sankramita, needs to get transferred to the tender foot, and therefore this is Kavyalinga. Okay, and Upama Kisalaya Mrudoho. So Malavika Lajjam Natayati. He has praised her. He has praised her as Vamoru, as Vilasini, oh graceful girl, oh beautiful girl, So Lajjam Natayati or Lajjam Rupayati, both are the same. Iravati, with jealousy. Sasuyam. Aho Navanita Hridayaha Aryaputraha. What a soft-hearted, butter-hearted my husband is. Aho Navanita Hridayaha. Very sarcastic comment, very sarcastic. Any woman would do such a comment, right? Aho Navanita Hridayaha Aryaputraha. Malavika says, Bakulavalike ehi anutishtitam atmanaha niyogam devyai nivedayava. Friend Bakulavalika, please come. We have already done the task, the mission which we were sent upon. So let's go and report it. Nivedana is to report. Nivedayavaha to Queen Dharini. Because anushtitam atmanaha niyogam. The work has already been accomplished. The task is accomplished. Let us go and report it to Queen Dharini. Tenahi vidnyapaya bhartaram visarjayeti. This is the role of the Kamaduti, right? So she says, then ask the permission from the king. Tenahi vidnyapaya bhartaram visarjayeti. He has held you with hands, and make you rise on your feet. Perhaps he hasn't yet taken out his hands, right? And therefore, ask his permission and then we'll go. Raja says, Bhadre, yasyasi. Jashil go, tham jara. Okay, wait for a moment, okay? Bhadre, yasyasi. Mamatavad utpannavasaram arthitvam shruyatam. You already fulfilled the dohada of this Ashoka who doesn't talk to you. Here is this Ashoka, Uparudharagaha, Upabhogakshamaha, Arthitvam. I have some request to you. Please listen to that. And that also Utpannavasaram. I got an opportunity now to present before you my Vijnapana, my request. So Shruyatam. Bakulavalika tells Malavika, Avahita Shrunu, be attentive. And then Ajñapayatu Bharata. Please carry on. Raja says, Dhriti pushpamayamapi jano badhnati na tadrisham chirat prabhriti sparshamritena puraya dohadam asyapi ananya ruchehe. Very nice verse. He is comparing himself, we already saw that he is comparing himself to that Ashoka tree, and Ashoka tree's dohada she has fulfilled, and now is the time to fulfill the dohada of the king, and he wants just a gentle touch from her. As she gently touched the Ashoka, he also wants that gentle touch, and he says, Sparshamritena puraya dohadam asyapi ananya ruchehe. Asya, indicating to his own self, of this person also you complete, you fulfill the longing by sparshamrita, by your nectar-like touch. Sparshaha eva amritam. Okay? Sparsha rupi amritam. Rupaka. So, sparshamritena asyapi dohadam puraya. And for asya, there is another adjective added, ananya ruchehe. One who does not have ruchi or interest in anybody else after seeing you. Na anya ruchihi yasya saha ananya ruchihi tasya madrishasya or mama dohadam sparshamritena puraya. And this person has been waiting and waiting and waiting for this opportunity. Chirat prabhriti. Okay. Let us read that first line. Dhriti pushpamayamapi jano badhnati na tadrisham chirat prabhriti. For a long time, this person, that is me, I have not had that dhriti pushpa. Dhriti rupi pushpa. Again, arupaka alankara. So, I don't have that dhairya to wait and wait and wait till you become pleased with me. I have become adhira. I have become utsuka and utkantita, utkantha. The longing has reached till this now, okay? And therefore, utkantha is udgataha, kanthaha, yasya. So, I have really become utkantita. I am very utsuka. I am not at all anatura. I have become atura. I am dying to have your touch. So, and I have not put forth the blossom in the form of a flower called dhairya. Okay. So, you please fulfill my dohada, so that once I get that divine nectar-like touch, I will, try to soothe my heart. I will get some solace in my heart. Yes, I can get Malavika after some time. So, for that, my dohada, my longing also needs to be fulfilled. Dhriti pushpamayamapi dhriti pushpam ayamapi janaha, this person, that is me, na badhnati tadrisham chirat prabhriti. I have been waiting and waiting for this for a long time. I haven't been enough bold, or enough, what you can say, steadfast to bear this separation from you. So that dhriti pushpa, even I need to bear. I need to reflect that dhairya on my part, and for that is the longing. Sparsha, as you fulfilled the longing of this Ashoka, please fulfill the longing of this person as well, who has lost interest in all other wives of me. Okay, I am not interested in anybody else since I have seen you. Ananya ruchehe. In one word, Ananya ruchi, he has expressed his deepest love for Malavika. Okay. Now this is the occasion when Iravati can't stand hiding for a longer time. Sahasa upasritya, suddenly she makes her presence felt in front of everybody. She appears on the stage from behind the bushes. Puraya, Puraya. Nanu Ashokaha kusumam darshayati ayam punaha pushyati phalaticha. Ashoka will at the most put forth blossoms, put forth flowers. But this person, this Agnimitra, pushyati, he will be nourished, he will be, contented, he will be pleased, and he will give you so many things in reward. Phalaticha. See, Ashoka is talking only about the flowers, but this tree will give you fruits as well, not only flowers, a step next. Okay, the next step of flowers is the fruits. So that Ashoka might give you only flowers pleased by your touch. This particular Uparudha Ragaha Upabhogakshamaha Taruhu na kevalam pushyati phalati api. Okay, he will get rewards also, give you rewards also. So some people have, construed it in a very, very, what you can say, very mundane manner, like, he will get married to you and he will produce children from you, and that is the phala. We need not go that far. This is a kavya. It is not that they will get married and they will get children after 2-3 years and this and that, This becomes very prosaic. Phalaticha, only thing is, he will give you all that which you deserve as a fruit, as a reward. Maybe he will make you Pattamahishi. Maybe he will give you a special palace, a special this, a special that. I mean, there are hundreds of ways in which a king can give rewards with whom he gets pleased, right? So, phalaticha, you need not construe it, a typical marriage and children and this and that. It's not that prosaic. So, ayam punaha pushyati phalaticha. He will get pleased, he will get nourished on because of your sparshamrita. It is not only sparsha, it is amrita for him, right? And with that amrita, he will become, very contented, very happy, and he will give you all sorts of rewards which you might not even thought of in your wildest of dreams, maybe. Sarve iravatim drishtva sambhrantaha. She comes all of a sudden, right? Sahasa. Without giving any notice. Oh, here I am coming, or Nipunika is coming here and Iravati, she is welcoming. Not like that. Because she just can't stand when Agnimitra is telling her Sparshamritena asyapi ananya ruchehe janasya dohadam puraya. And then she comes and thrashes him, Puraya. Ashokaha kevalam what? Kusumam darshayati ayam punaha pushyati phalaticha. Sarve iravatim drishtva sambhrantaha. All are like bewildered, little bit frightened, especially Bakulavalika and Malavika will be afraid she is a queen after all, and they are just the maid servants, right? Raja apavarya to Vidushaka vayasya ka pratipattihi atra. What should I do now? Kimanyat jangha balameva. Run from here. Just have faith in your legs. Take to your heels and go away from here. That's a common thing. They can't do it, right? They can't run away from that. Jangha balameva. Iravati now thrashes Bakulavalika because Malavika is too young. She is new. Okay. Bakulavalike sadhutvaya upakrantam. You started very well, Who told you all these things? Malavike tvam tavat safala prarthanam kuru aryaputram. Malavika, you don't listen to what I am saying. Here, my husband is talking about the sparshamritena puraya, etc. Go, do that, whatever he wants to. And she now will take left and right to Bakulavulike sadhutvaya upakrantam. Ubhe prasidatu bhattini prasidatu. Ke avam bhartuhu pranaya parigrahasya. Are we deserving to have the love of the king? Ke avam, who are we to have this kripa prasada of the pranaya? Not just anugraha, it is pranaya, love. We are just maid servants. Iti nishkrante prasidatu bhattini ke avam, who are we? We are just but maid servants. We are assigned some duty, we have done it, now we are going, right? So they make a move. Now the situation is king cannot go because Iravati is standing in front. Iravati, aho avishwasaniyaha purusha. All main folks are so very undependable, avishwasaniya. You can't have faith in them. They are very unfaithful. Maya khalu atmana vanchana vachanam pramanikritya vyadhagita raktaya harini iva ashankitaya etanna vidnyatam. Maybe she is crying. She is disappointed. Any woman would be disappointed to see her husband making love to another person in front of her, right? Which she sees in person. It is not a hearsay. She has witnessed it. Who would like it? So she says, she compares herself to a harini, to a doe, a female deer, who gets vyadha gita raktaya, who gets, enchanted by the music or some songs, the melody by the hunter, and goes and gets entrapped. Okay? Vyadha gita raktaya harini iva ashankitaya, not fearing anything, because it is said that the mriga, the harinas, they are fond of music. And how does a hunter catch hold or traps them? It is on account of music only. So the harini is going on the tracing that music. I came here tracing Agnimitra for Dola Adhirohana because it is Vasanta Ritu, and I did not even have in the slightest of the doubt, an iota of doubt in my mind that I will be trapped like this, and what all things I would be objected to witness in front of me. Okay. So, Atmanaha Vanchana Vachanam Pramanikritya. He promised me that he will do the Dola Arohana with me. Okay. But I have been deceived. That Vachana also has turned false, and therefore all these men, you can't depend upon them. They are so very unfaithful. Vyadha gita raktaya harini iva ashankitaya etanna vidnyatam. I did not even apprehend that he will be here. I can see him with some beautiful girl here. Vidushakaha janantikam. He says to the king, it is janantika, so only the king is supposed to listen to what he says, and of course the spectators, but not Iravati. Pratiyojaya idanim kimapi. Think of something else. Karmagrihitena kumbhilakena sandhichedane shikshitosmi iti vaktavyam bhavati. When a thief is caught red-handed, karmagrihitena, karmani yaha grihitaha, kaha kumbhilakaha. Kumbhilaka is a thief. He is, what you can say, a burglar who breaks open the houses. Ku is Prithvi. Ku is Prithvi. So, Ku and Bila, from Bila, that is a hole, he makes a hole in the houses were made up of mud and all, So, he makes a hole in the house and enters through that. In the Mrichakatika also, we have Kumbhilaka entering Charudatta's house by making a Bila. And you know what? Next day, when Charudatta sees that, he appreciates, oh, what a nice bila he has made to enter my house. He doesn't feel sorry that a chor, a thief has entered his house, because there was nothing to steal away, right? But then, of course, he got that, the abharanas of Vasantasena, that's another story. But then he goes on appreciating, oh wow, nicely, that break, he has broken the house in such a aesthetic manner. So he thinks of that aesthetics of breaking the house. So Kumbhilaka is basically a burglar who breaks open the house from sides, from the bhitti, from the walls, and enters the house, okay? Not by opening the latch key and making other keys and all that, but he is a ghar phodya. In Marathi we have another word for that, burglar, ghar phodya. So he breaks open the walls and enters the house. So when such a Kumbhilaka is, caught red-handed, what he should say? Sandhi chedane shikshitaha asmi. I am being trained, in making holes like this. So even if he is caught red-handed, he should talk about his training in breaking the houses. So now you should, tell something like that. Pratiyojaya kimapi idanim. Raja says, Sundari, Name Malavikaya Kashchidartha. I don't have any business with Malavika. Why are you khamakha mujh pe gussa kar rahi ho? Okay? Sundari, Name Malavikaya Kashchidartha. Maya tvam chirayasi iti yatha kathanchidatma vinoditaha. I was waiting for you, right? And you got delayed. So I was just entertaining myself. I don't have any interest in her. That is what he tries to appease. Okay, Iravati. Maya na kansha, maya tvam chirayasi iti atma vinodita. I was just diverting my mind in this manner. Na me Malavikaya kaschit arthaha. I don't have any business. Malavikaya or Malavikayam. Malavikayam is another Pathabheda, but I think Malavikaya sounds better here. It is not in Malavika, I don't have any interest. What of Malavika? I have got nothing to do with Malavika, okay? Not in Malavika, with Malavika. Okay. Oh, Vishwasaniyosi. See, just 2 sentences back she said, Aho avishwasaniyaha purushaha. And now she says, Vishwasaniyosi. Oh, I have to trust what you say, okay? That is with a kaku. Kakuhu nama dhvanehe vikaraha. So she would say it in such a manner that you are utterly unfaithful, not dependable at all. Okay? Aho vishwasaniyosi. Oh, you are so great, worthy of trust. Okay? Maya na vidnyatam idrusham vinodavastu aryaputrena upalabdhamiti. I never even thought that my Aryaputra, my husband, will get such a diversion. Such a diversion, the beautiful diversion like Malavika. Okay? Idrusham vinodavastu. V plus nuda basically means to divert. And then divert oneself from the routine, that is vinoda. Later on, the metaphorical meaning, the lakshana, becomes humor. Okay? Basically, it's a means of diversion. Okay? Means of diversion. Anyatha mandabhaginya evam na kriyate. Oh, you are really diverting your mind, right? I didn't know that you will get such a diversion. If I had known it earlier, I wouldn't have interfered or intervened in your diversion. Okay? Anyatha mandabhaginya. I am the unfortunate person that I am. I wouldn't have intervened you. You could have diverted your mind for a long time. Vidushaka says, Matavadatra bhavati, atra bhavataha dakshinyasya uparodham banatu. Please don't be sarcastic. Ulahana maddo. Tomne nako marus, Marathi made. Asya atra bhavataha dakshinyasya uparodham ma bhanatu. Samapatti drishtena yadruchaya. Just like that, हम यहाँ टहल रहे थे, आप नहीं आए थे, so we just happened to see and we were just talking, like that. Samapatti drishtena devyaha parijanena sankathapi yadi aparadhaha sthapyate atratvameva pramanam. If casually, randomly, by chance, we happen to meet Devyaha Parijana, the maid servants, of the retinue of the queen, and just exchange a few dialogues, a conversation with her, if that is aparadha, then you alone are the pramana. If you say it is aparadha, okay, we have done the aparadha. But we were just diverting our mind. We were waiting for you. He was waiting for you, and because you got delayed and we happened to see them, he was just having casual conversation and some fun and frolic. Nanu sankatha nama bhavatu kimiti atmanam ayasayishyami. Okay, let there be conversation. You want to have conversation? Let there be. Why should I, torture myself on this issue? I should not have done that. Iti rusha prasthita. I should have not intervened at all. I should have disappeared from where I was. But unfortunate that I am, I couldn't stand it, and therefore I came in front of you, and you are making all sorts of excuses here. Anusaran, Raja goes after her. Rusha prasthita, she starts moving, in anger, angrily she wants moving. Prasidatu bhavati, Anusaran, she follows her and says, Prasidatu bhavati, Iravati rashana sandita charana vrajatyeva. Iravati is wearing a rashana, a girdle, a mekhala. In that hasty movement, she turns quickly and starts going, departing. In that rashana gets rashana gets loosened, and sandita charana, it falls on her feet, and her feet will be entangled. She can't move ahead now. That is the situation now. Iravati rashana sandita charana vrajatyeva, still dragging it, She could have bent low, lifted it up, put it round her waist and then walked, but she wants to make an exit as quickly as possible, and therefore rashana sandita charana vrajatyeva. Sundari na shobhate pranayini jane nirapekshata. Nirapekshata na shobhate, such an indifferent behavior is not proper because I am your lover. Pranayini jane, etadrishi nirapekshata, such an indifference doesn't look good, is not proper for you. Shata, avishwasaniya hridayosi. Oh Shata, oh rogue, you are most untrustworthy. You are most untrustworthy, you are most unreliable person, unreliable husband or lover. Now, Shata, there is a note on that. The lovers are of 4 types. Lovers are of 4 types. Anukula, Dakshina, Drishta and Shata. Anukula is, like Rama and Sita. They are Anukula Pati Patni, Anukula Nayaka, Anukula Nayika. Dakshina, very courteous like Charudatta, like Dushyanta. Drishta is very bold, like Bhimasena for Hidimba. And Shata is one who is secretly loving somebody but apparently and superficially being courteous to his older wives, his wedded wives. But inwardly, he is loving somebody. So she now knows that though outwardly, though he is pleading and talking of himself as Pranayi Jana, inwardly he is loving Malavika. So whatever he is doing now, it is only upachara, right? It is only upachara. It doesn't really, is not significant for me because there is no charm in that. There is no truth in what he says. It is just out of courtesy he is talking to me. Okay. Shata avishwasaniya hridayosi. Raja says, Shata iti mayi tavadastute parichayavati avadhirana priye charana patitaya na chanditam visrujasi mekhalaya api yachita. This is Aparavaktra meter. There are 11, 12, 11, 12. This is the Ardha Samavritta. And he says, oh, you are talking me, you are slighting me, and you are like criticizing me at Shatter. And though, the word called rogue, though I am so familiar to you, Parichayavati, Eshate Pri Avadhirana Priye, Mai Tavadastu, let it be there for me, I accept it. I accept your thrashing and your slighting to me with the word rogue. But then, look at this Rashana. Charana Patitaya Mekhalaya api yachita he chandi tam na visrujasi. You are being pleaded by this Rashana. I am a person of an opposite sex. This Rashana is of the same sex. Your friend, सा मेखला, सा रशना, वो गिड़गिड़ा रही है पैरों तले पड़कर, पैरों तले गिरकर, and you are not listening to that Rashana. You are not caring for your own friend Rashana. If you call me, if you slight me as Shatter, okay, I accept it with bent head. But this Rashana who is falling at your feet and is requesting you to stop because, her feet will get entangled and she can't move ahead. So that Rashana is requesting you to stop, and still you are not stopping even at the request, even at the behest of this Rashana. So that seems, very strange to me. This is Visheshokti Alankara. See, if there is a strong Karana, the Karya has to happen. If there is a strong Karana of the Rashana falling at the feet, the girdle falling at the feet of Iravati and requesting her, trying to stop her from moving ahead, and still that Karya stopping there is not happening. Vrajati eva, she wants to go ahead. So that is Visheshokti. Karane satyapi karyasya abhavaha. Okay, so that is Visheshokti Alankara. Beautiful verse. Iyam api hatasha tvameva anusarati. So this hatasha, this wretched Mekhala also is following you only, like you are falling at my feet, you want to fall at my feet and request me and stop me. This is also doing the same thing, tvameva anusarati. Iti Rashanamadaya rajanam tadayitum ichhati. She wants to pick up that Rashana and give a blow to the king. That is the situation now. Beautiful Queen Iravati with tears in her eyes because she felt humiliated like any other slighted woman, neglected woman. So she has tears in her eyes. Beautiful lady with Rashana in her hand and about to strike the king. The king here also doesn't lose his poetic quality and recites a beautiful verse. Bashpasara hema kanchi gunena shroni bimbad avyapekshachutena chandi chandam hantum abhyudyatamam vidyuddamna megharajiva vindhyam. She looks like Megharaji iva vindhyam hantum abhyudyata. She looks like a Megharaji, a bunch, of Raji is a Pankti, Avali. So Vanaraji, Megharaji, group of clouds, Vindhyam Hantum Udyata, about to strike the Vindhya mountain, that is he himself, strong, robust, sturdy with all regal qualities. And Bashpasara, see the Megharaji will have to be, there has to be one-on-one connection, with the Upamana and the Upameya. The Upamana is Megharaji, the Upameya is Iravati. If the Megharaji is full of water inside it, the cloud, rain-bearing clouds they are. And similarly here, her eyes are filled with tears. Bashpasara. Hemakanchi Gudena, the girdle is golden in color. And what is the Mekhala of the Megharaji? It is the lightning, the flash of lightning, golden, glowing in color. So Bashpasara Hema Kanchi Gunena Shroni Bimbad Avyapekshachutena, that Mekhala has swerved, has left its place from where it belongs to. That is her Shroni, her Jagana Bhaga. Similarly, this Vidyut has to rest in the Megha. She is the wife of the Megha, but she has left that place, and therefore this Chandi Chandam Hantum Abhyudyata. Chandi Chandam, there is a Anuprasa here. There is an Upama Alankara between the Iravati and Megharaji, and this is Shalini Vritta, and there is this one also, what Anuprasa is there in the last pada, the third pada, and overall there is a beautiful Upama, like Bashpasaratva of Iravati is Bashpasaratva of Megharaji. Hemakanchi Guna is that Rashana, that is for Iravati, and for here, for Megharaji, it is Vidyut Daman. Daman is Guna, okay, the string. And Shroni Bimba is commonly applicable to both, to Megharaji as well as Iravati. So this is a very beautiful example, I should say, of Samsrushti Alankara. Samsrushti, I had talked about it sometime, I think. It is Tilatandulavat. Tilatandulavat, you can, there is no Angangi Bhava like Sankara. In Sankara, one is the Angi Alankara, the other is subordinate. One is the main Alankara. In Samsrushti, the Upama comes, and side by side, the Anuprasa also we can relish. So both are like parallel, independently they can be identified, they can be relished. And therefore, with Upama and Anuprasa, this becomes a Samsrushti Alankara. Kim mam evam bhuyaha api aparadham karoshi. Oh, you make me only the culprit here. Vastutaha, you are the culprit. You are caught red-handed. But by talking in all these terms that, I am about to strike you, that means striking the husband, it is aparadha for a wife, is it not? So, mam evam, in this manner, you are transforming me as aparadhini. Though vastutaha, you have done the aparadha. But you compelled me, I was driven to this extent that I would take that Rashana which has fallen at my feet for two purposes. I mean, she might not have lifted that to strike at Agnimitra. She might have lifted it so that her movement becomes easy and quick, because her feet got entangled, and therefore she just lifted that. But Iravati with that lifted Rashana, which is golden color, it looks like Megharaji Vidyut Damna Iva. Okay. Iti sarashanam hastam avalambate. So she just hangs her hand having Rashana. Okay. Her hand is holding the Rashana, but she can't dare, she doesn't want to hit or strike Agnimitra. No wife would do it, right? And certainly not the heroines of Kalidasa. But sarashanam hastam avalambate. She hangs her hand low with Rashana. Okay. And then Raja again tries to appease her. This is only 2 verses more, but I am afraid the time is running out. So maybe I had decided to complete the Tritiyanka, but maybe next Sunday we'll complete the rest of this portion, plus we'll start reading the 4th act. So I wish you all a very fruitful and rewarding Guru Purnima tomorrow, and hope you are enjoying, and you remember your Gurus in whichever field you are working. You remember your Gurus with gratefulness, with gratitude, and show it to them. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ. See you all next Sunday. Till then, Hari Om.